Hello everyone, welcome to Career Launcher, and today we are going to cover CAT 2026 25 Must Do DILR Sets, and this is session 4. So if you haven't watched first 3 sessions, then go and watch those sessions and you are going to learn something new. So now let's start. So MBA test series is live. So if you haven't enrolled in test series, so it's time to join join the test series. And to enroll, just scan the barcode and you can join the test series and enroll now. So now let's start. So this is the first set that we have picked today, that fuel contamination levels at each of 20 petrol pumps P1, P2, P3 up to P20 were recorded either high or medium or low. Contamination level at pumps among three pumps among P1 to P5 were recorded as high. P6 was the only pump among P1 to P10 where contamination level was recorded as low. Okay. P7 and P8 were only two consecutive pumps where same levels of contamination were recorded. High contamination levels were not recorded at any of the pumps from P16 to P20. Okay. So basically, I am going to get high level from P1 to P15. I don't know how many of them I am going to get. Now, number of pumps where high contamination level was recorded was twice the number of pumps where low contamination level was recorded. Okay. Okay. Now, P7. Now, this point number 3. That is a good point. P7 and P8 were only two consecutively numbered pumps where same levels of contamination was recorded. Okay. So apart from that, there cannot be any two pumps that can be either two consecutive pumps that can be high or medium or low. Okay. So from 1 to 20, if I count consecutively, so maximum of 10 pumps I can think of uh, that can be either high or low or medium, because we are going alternatively. So basically maximum value of high, medium or low can be 10, and this is what we know. Okay, so from point number 3 I can conclude only this much, and after that we are going to solve this and see. And there are questions, which of the following must be true. Now question number 3 is saying that if the contamination level of P11 was recorded as low, then which of the following must be true? Oh, Shubhang. Okay, my last set came in last CDC. Okay, thank you. Uh, so we are going to cover a little more. Fine. So I'll be working on some more sets if you want. Okay, so basically these kind of things, again, if condition is given, it means definitely we cannot have a definite arrangement. Now let's see. Let's start. So I'm going to write down P1, P2, P3, P4, P5. I'm going to have 20. P6, I'm going to write till 20. P7, P8, P9, and P10. Okay, then we got P11, then we got P12, then we got P13, then we got P14, P15, P16, P17, P18, P19, and P20. And I know that maximum value of anything can be 10. Okay. From P16 to P20, we don't have any high. So we from this to this, we are going to have either medium or low. So I can find high between P1 to P15. Okay. So what can be the maximum value of high? The maximum value of high can be from 1 to 15. If I put everything alternatively, high maximum can be 8. I'm not saying it is 8. I'm saying maximum value of high thing will be 8. And that's it. And now last point is saying we have 20 pumps. Okay, so the pumps that are categorized as high plus low plus medium, and that is equal to 20. This is what we are getting. Okay. Okay, Now, what does it says? From P1 to P5, we have three pumps that are high. Okay. So, and to any two cannot be consecutive. So basically this first should be high, third should be high, fifth should be high. Okay. P6 was the only pump through P1 to P10 where contamination level was recorded as low. So this was low. And apart from that, we don't have low anywhere. So it means this must be medium. This must be medium. Okay. So I got first six sorted. This is what we have. ठीक है, 6 सॉर्ट हो गए, उसके आगे हमको देखना है. Okay. Now if I'm talking about P7 to P10, now it says high is twice of low. ठीक है, अगर low एक है, so what I'm going to say, low, high and medium. If low is 1, high should be 2, medium should be 17. नहीं हो सकता, 10 more than 10 तो possible ही नहीं है. ठीक है, if this is 2, this is going to be 4, so 2 4 6, so this is going to be 14, again possible nahi hai. ठीक है, what else we can think of, 3 6 9 and this should be 11, again possible nahi hai. ठीक है, I can get 4 8 and 8. Okay, that looks good. ठीक है, हो सकता है. What else I can say, I can say 5 10 and 5. ठीक है, नाउ दिस इज नॉट पॉसिबल. और ये पॉसिबल क्यों नहीं है? ये पॉसिबल इसलिए नहीं है बिकॉज हाई कैन नॉट बी मोर देन 8, बिकॉज 15 के बाद हाई है ही नहीं. सो हाई कैन नॉट बी मोर देन 8, इसलिए ये वाला अरेंजमेंट भी पॉसिबल नहीं है. इसका मतलब आई नो कि लो वाले टोटल 4 है, हाई वाले टोटल 8 हैं और मीडियम वाले टोटल अपने जो हैं वो 8 हैं. दिस इज व्हाट आई नो सो फार. ठीक है, इसके अलावा हमको कुछ नहीं पता. ठीक है, so basically if I am going to read the questions, question number 2, what best can be said about the number of pumps which at which contamination level was recorded as medium. So medium वाले 8 हैं, उससे तो सीधे सीधे आंसर आ गया. that is going to be question number 4. ठीक है, when I am going to look at the options, question number 10 12 13 20 12 18 15 14 और यही सब बोल रहे हैं. सो बेसिकली आफ्टर 10, एवरीथिंग इज टॉकिंग अबाउट आफ्टर 10, पंप नंबर 10. 10 के पहले कोई बात ही नहीं कर रहा. ठीक है, अब अगर मुझे यहां से लेके यहां तक 8 देने हैं तो इसका मतलब P7 और P8 अगर इन दोनों को मैं मीडियम दे दूं, ठीक है, सो दिस इज गोइंग टू बी हाई. सो 3 और 1 4, देन दिस इज 5, दिस इज 6, दिस इज 7. ये पॉसिबल नहीं होगा क्योंकि मुझे हाई चाहिए 8. इसका मतलब P7 और P8 दोनों हाई होंगे, ये मीडियम होगा और ये भी हाई होगा. दिस इज व्हाट वी हैव. सो 1 2 3 4 5 6. अब 11 से लेके 15 तक मुझे चाहिए 2 हाई. अब वो 11 तो हो नहीं सकता, 12 हो सकता है, 14 हो सकता है, ठीक है, 13 हो सकता है, 15 हो सकता है, 12 हो सकता है, 15 हो सकता है, इनमें से कोई भी हो सकता है. मुझे इसके बारे में कुछ भी नहीं पता. सो आई एम जस्ट सॉल्विंग टिल दिस पॉइंट. ठीक है, अब यहां तक मुझे ये पता है कि लास्ट के 3 में से 2 एक कैटेगरी के होंगे और 3 एक कैटेगरी के होंगे क्योंकि ऑल्टरनेट जाना है. सो 2 लो 3 मीडियम या फिर 2 मीडियम 3 लो, यही एक पॉसिबिलिटी है. ठीक है, क्योंकि हाई है नहीं, 16 to 20 देयर इज नो हाई. ठीक है, एंड दिस इज प्रीटी ओपन एंडेड. नाउ व्हाट आई एम गोइंग टू डू, which of the following must be true? Must be true में question point number 4, contamination level of P10 was high, P10 is high, so point number 4 is definitely true. उसके बाद हमें कुछ भी नहीं पता. So let's mark this one. ठीक है, now what I am going to do, I am going to solve according to question, क्योंकि केसेस बनाने का बहुत सेंस नहीं लगता मुझे, क्योंकि आप केस बनाएंगे, कितने केस बनाएंगे, केस तो बहुत सारे बनेंगे. So what I am going to do, I am going to just pick up the question and solve that particular question. ठीक है, इफ द कंटामिनेशन लेवल ऑफ P11 वाज रिकॉर्डेड एज लो. ठीक है, मुझे लो चाहिए, कितने चाहिए, 4. P11 इज लो. ठीक है, सो आई गॉट दिस इज 1 लो, दिस इज 2 लो. सो 16 से लेके 20 तक मेरे पास 2 लो और आ सकते हैं. सो दैट इज गोइंग टू बी 1 लो, दिस इज गोइंग टू बी अनदर लो, then I'm going to say this is going to be medium, this is going to be medium, this is going to be medium. So मेरे लो की कैटेगरी पूरी हो गई, that is 4 I needed, I got 4. अब 3 हो गए, तो इसका मतलब ये वाला मीडियम नहीं हो सकता, मीडियम यही होगा, फिर ये वाला मीडियम नहीं हो सकता, तो यही मीडियम होगा, एंड दिस इज गोइंग टू बी हाई, दिस इज गोइंग टू बी हाई. So how many did I get? I got 8 in total, 8 high or 8 medium and 4 lows. This is what I am getting. ठीक है. Which of the following must be true? P12 was high. नहीं, P12 तो medium है. P18 was low. नहीं, P18 is medium. P15 was medium. नहीं, P15 is high. P14 was medium. Yes, P14 is medium. So I got my answer as option 4. ठीक. Now let's look at the next one. If P15 was recorded as medium and which of the following is false? ठीक है, तो ये वाला मैं वापस से मिटा देता हूँ पूरा. P15 is recorded as false, sorry, medium. So if P15 is medium, इसको मैं medium ले लेता हूँ, तो next 17 medium हो सकता है, 16 हो नहीं सकता क्योंकि alternate होना है. ठीक है. This is going to be medium. It means 16 लो होगा, 18 लो होगा, 20 लो होगा, 1 2 3 लो हो गए, चौथा लो ये है, so लो complete हो गए. अब लो कोई नहीं हो सकता. It means this should be medium, this should be medium, and this should be high, and this should be high. Again, I am getting the complete arrangement. Now 13 and 17 are same. So 13 is medium, 17 is also medium, means first one is true, and we are looking for the false one. इसका मतलब आंसर ये नहीं हो सकता. 11 and 16 are same. ठीक है. So 11 is medium, 16 is low. Definitely this is false. So answer comes out to be option 2. So whenever you see these kind of questions, उसमें एक standard approach है that you don't need to solve something completely. Just look at the question and make the case accordingly. उससे आपका टाइम बहुत बच जाएगा. So this is the approach you should take. Because if you are going to look at this question, look at this question, these are definite questions, but question number 3, question number 4 are caselets. और आप जो डेफिनेट अरेंजमेंट बना सकते हैं वो आप 10 तक ही बना सकते हैं. 10 के आगे आपका कोई डेफिनेट अरेंजमेंट पॉसिबल है ही नहीं. दैट इज प्योरली केस बेस्ड. सो आई एम बिल्डिंग अ केस अकॉर्डिंग टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 3, अनदर केस अकॉर्डिंग टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 4, एंड दैट्स हाउ आई एम गोइंग टू गेट द आंसर. Let's see. Did I get right? Yes, I got all the answers right. Now, let's move on to the next one. And Open CDC is going to be conducted on September 26 and 27. And in Open CDC 2, what was the difference? 99 percentile we had at 100 marks, and 99 percentile at home, at test center was 69 marks. So there was a difference of 31 marks from at home to test center. So basically you need to understand there is actually a huge difference when you go to test center and when you take the mock at home. उसका बहुत ज़्यादा अंतर पड़ता है. तो इसलिए आपको एक या दो बार आपको ट्राई करना चाहिए सेंटर जाके, and that's something that is actually very important. Okay, now I am coming to set number 2. The following pie charts 1 2 3 4 give gender wise distribution. ठीक है, 4 यूनिवर्सिटीज हैं, रिस्पेक्टिवली दिया हुआ है. इट मीन्स 1 रिप्रेजेंट्स A, 2 रिप्रेजेंट्स B, और इसमें 1 में बोला हुआ है 10% फीमेल है, 90% मेल है. B में बोला है 30% फीमेल है, 70% मेल है, एंड दिस इज C, 20% फीमेल, 80% मेल, and D, 40% female and 60% male. But again, I don't know the total capacity of the classroom. There are chances that 10% of the female are more than 30% of the female over here, क्योंकि ये सारी चीज आपकी स्ट्रेंथ पे डिपेंडेंट होगी, ये आपके परसेंटेज पे. कंपैरिजन बिटवीन टू थिंग्स is not dependent on percentage, it is dependent on actual number. ठीक है, तो मेरे पास नंबर नहीं है कोई भी, so we'll come to that later on. उसके आगे ये दिया हुआ है, the number of female professors जो ABCD में है वो PQRS हैं, और मुझे बस PQRS की वैल्यू चाहिए. ठीक है, so I have already taken both the graphs, I'll come to that. व्हाट इज द एब्सोल्यूट डिफरेंस बिटवीन मेल प्रोफेसर्स इन यूनिवर्सिटी ए, मतलब मुझे यूनिवर्सिटी ए में नंबर ऑफ प्रोफेसर्स निकालना है, फीमेल प्रोफेसर्स निकालना है, मतलब कहीं तो दिया होगा कि एक्चुअल नंबर क्या है। क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 जो है द प्रोफेसर्स इन यूनिवर्सिटी डी टू नंबर ऑफ मेल प्रोफेसर्स इन यूनिवर्सिटी सी। ठीक है, ठीक है, ये हमको पता है, ये भी हमको निकालना है। नाउ द नेक्स्ट वन, नाउ टोटल नंबर ऑफ, ठीक है, मेल प्रोफेसर्स, ठीक है, and which of the following mentioned university has what was the number of male professors as a percentage of total number of professors in the university is maximum। ये तो सीधे सीधे गिवन है, दैट इज यूनिवर्सिटी ए, दैट इज 90%। इसमें तो कुछ निकालना ही नहीं है। सो आंसर ऑफ क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 इज ऑप्शन ए। एक बार चेक कर लेते हैं, एम आई गेटिंग द राइट आंसर? ओके, ठीक है। सो मिस इंटरप्रिटेशन नहीं है इसमें। सो दिस इज क्वेश्चन, आई डोंट थिंक दैट शुड बी आस्क्ड। ठीक है, बहुत ज्यादा स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड है। So Arna, I'll do one thing. I'll share my number. Can you give me a call after this session so that I can tell you that how to approach DILR? ठीक है ना, कि क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है। सो बेसिकली एवरीथिंग इज डिपेंडेंट ऑन पर्सन टू पर्सन। ठीक है, नाउ द नेक्स्ट वन। अब इसको सॉल्व करने की कोशिश करते हैं, कैसे करेंगे देख लेते हैं। कि बेसिकली मैं यहां पे आता हूं कि आई हैव 4 पीपल ए बी सी डी, और ए में अपने पास पी प्रोफेसर्स हैं, फीमेल प्रोफेसर्स, क्यू हैं, आर हैं और एस है। ठीक है, यहाँ पे पी प्लस क्यू प्लस आर की वैल्यू गिवन है। सो आई एम गिवन in the format of bar graph, that is p plus q plus r, number of females that is equal to 4600। ठीक है, यहाँ पे अगले में बोला हुआ है s plus q plus r, instead of given in the format of equation or wordings, they have given us in graph। ठीक है, that is equal to 6100। ठीक है, if I subtract, I am going to get s minus p and that comes out to be 1500। ये मुझे पता है। ठीक है, अब ये इक्वेशन जो है ये मुझे दे रही है p प्लस s क्या है। सो p s प्लस p प्लस s को मैं s प्लस p लिख लेता हूँ, and that comes out to be 3300। ठीक है, so if I add both the equations, I am going to get 2s that is equal to 4800 and that gives us s is equal to 2400। s 2400 आ गया तो p 900 आ गया। ठीक है, ठीक है, so number of female universities in A is P, so that is actually 900। so 10% is 900, so 90% is 8100। this is what we know। ठीक, so total number of people in university becomes 9000। ठीक है, this is what I know। okay, S कहाँ पे है? S is for D, so 40% जो लोग हैं that is 2400, so 60% are going to be 3600। so what is the total number of people? that comes out to be 6000। ठीक है, अब हमें Q और R निकालना है। ठीक है, so if I am going to say P is equal to 900, I am going to place P equal to 900, so that gives us Q plus R, that comes out to be 3700। P की वैल्यू 900 अगर मैं ओरिजिनल इक्वेशन में डाल दूं तो Q plus R 40 ये आ जाएगा। and question is saying Q minus R and that is equal to what? that is equal to 500। अब मैं दोनों को ऐड कर देता हूं, so I am going to get 2Q that is equal to 4200, so Q comes out to be 2100। ठीक है, so Q is 2100, Q 2100 है तो R has to be 1600। ठीक है, so 30% is 2100, so 10% is what? if 30% is 2100, 10% is 700, so 70% is 4900। now what is the total number of people we are looking for? that is going to be 7000। ठीक है, अब R is 1600, so 20% is 1600, so 80% is 4 times this, that is going to be 6400 and total number of people I am going to get is 8000। ठीक है, now let's look what is the absolute difference between the number of male professors in University A, that is 8100, and number of female professors in University D? So number of female professors in University D क्या है, that is 2400. So 8100 minus 2400 gives us what? 5700. So what is the difference we are looking for? That is 5700. Now the next one, what is the ratio of total number of professors in University D? ठीक है, so University D में total number of professors are 6000 and the male professors in C, that is 6400. Okay, so what is the ratio? That is going to be 6000 is to 6400. तो यहाँ पे आंसर आ जाएगा, that is going to be 15 is to 16. And whether we are getting the right answers? Yes. So basically answer is going to be this. And okay, and with this let's wind up the session. Thank you.